Breast cancer is really an easy cancer to detect through breast self-examination. My life changed 360. I had goals. I don't care about those goals anymore because I want to fight for my life. Cancer can change your life. It changes your dynamics. You can't take care of your children. You can't work. You can't do so much.
My name is Omobayode Agbola. I am Yemisi's big brother. Yeah.
My name is Mrs. Okwe Oluwa Fodeke, an elder sister to Oluwa Yemisi Joel Osebor.
We are a family of 6. Let me put it that way. My dad is late Engineer Batunde Stephen Agbola, and my mom is Mopelola Abike Agbola, a justice of the peace. We hail from Ilaro in Ogun State, which is Yewa South. We've had some kind of checkered history in the family, so we lost my elder brother some time ago, so well. Yemisi was the next to be called to glory, so it's I and my elder sister that remain now. So our dad also passed. It was just about 1.5 years, thereabout, a little more after my dad passed, that Yemisi was also called to glory. Yemisi's qualities as a child, Yemisi was very bold, from when she was young, she would take things on. In fact, there is an expression that my elder sister still uses as a joke to laugh about, the Yemisi days. I and Yemisi could get into some kind of argument, and we are going, and then Yemisi will say, Mommy, Ekilo fun Bodabayo, Mahano Bodabayo. That's how she was, and I'll be Talfeno, and I'll give her some knocks, pam. You get. It was like, how do you dare telling my mom to warn me that you're going to deal with me? That was Yemisi, for you.
She was a strong woman. She was a strong, blessed, wise, and smart woman. She's a principled girl. Yemisi is principled, has got integrity, she's truthful, she's honest, she's an open book. She taught me values. I learned to sharpen my edge and my values because of her in my life, and she's an incurable optimist. She's someone that when she gets into an atmosphere, she lightens it up. Yemisi is multi-talented, multi-skilled. She could make up, she could do decoration, even though she was an international development expert, an monitoring evaluation expert. Yemisi was a woman of many parts that I told her sometimes, look, some of these things that your skills and talents you have, we should turn them into businesses and generate great income. And everything she did, she was good. I mean, I can tell you she was good. And a lot of people, and a lot of you that knows that Yemisi is good. Very good. Very good.
Yemisi was very entrepreneurial, and she was venturesome. That means that, if you are somebody who likes to venture, who likes to try things, so Yemisi was very venturesome. She would try things. So that enterprising spirit showed from the very, very early years. It was not all that easy, the growing years, because our dad was always either between doing his own business, which are the toughest times. The toughest times when our dad was trying to run his business as an engineer. The jobs were few and far between. So there was no 30 days make one pay. So there was a lot of deprivation because of that. She had to do a lot of things to cover the gaps that were left, by fatherhood, so to speak, because the man was trying his best. Sometimes his best was not just good enough. So Yemisi did a lot of things to support herself when she was in school. So in Osu, Yemisi, she sold trinkets. She will go from room to room. She sews the ladies' lingerie, you call it. She just anything to make that little extra. She will go from room to room, marketing her product. So DMC did everything in her own little way to support herself, and she did it with pride. She wrote books. Yep. While she was doing her NYC, I think she wrote 3 books, right? Yeah, 2 or 3 books. And of course, part of that got her an award in Delta State.
Very ethical, professional. Yemisi is very skilled with formatting documents. She is a skilled photographer. Oh my goodness. Nothing misses her. No beauty, no moment misses Yemisi.
She had a very strong can-do spirit. And those who encountered her, particularly those who are with her when she was on campus, they will tell you. Some of the girls would say that when they find maybe a rat in their cupboard and all the girls are screaming and they are climbing it is Yemisi that they will call. And Yemisi will show up. So she had a strong can-do spirit and an enterprising spirit, and hey, let's go there, let's get this thing done. Don't give me excuses. Don't tell me it cannot work. I can get this thing done.
She doesn't cut corner. She taught me not to do that. She taught me to put value first before money. And that gave me a lot of ground and break into organizations such as the Enterprise Development Center of Pan Atlantic University. Just offering your service with a sincere heart, and every other thing follows.
Hello everyone. My name is Toki Mabogunje, and I am the president of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I am so pleased to have been invited to participate in this documentary, which celebrates the 5th memorial in celebration of the life of Mrs. Yemisi Joel Osebor. Yemisi and I met in the year 2000 when she was a young cadet working in an NGO called STEP, which had been set up by the IFC and the World Bank, to be trained as a consultant to work with the SME sector, growing SMEs in Nigeria. Our relationship started with me being her teacher. It grew into my becoming a consultant to STEP and working with her in that consulting capacity. Interestingly enough, when STEP folded up and Yemisi was not hired by the British Council, she worked in a World Bank project, we went to becoming colleagues, and ultimately Yemisi became my oga, in the sense that there I was consulting with the World Bank, and Yemisi was the M&E officer that reviewed my projects. Yemisi was very well known for being someone who had strong passion for young people. She liked accountability, transparency. She was a hard worker. She was passionate. She was devoted. She was loving.
We fell in love with Yemisi. Her very cool, quiet personality. She was always smiling. The moment you locked eyes with her, she would smile. She had that quick kind of smile, and then it changes over. But she was very genuine. Yemisi tells you the way it is, the way she feels, and what she thinks about every decision or suggestions that we come up with.
And so it took humility on my part and faith in God and my willingness to understand who she is and what she's all about to be able to live fruitfully and successfully with her, even in the midst of our struggles and challenges, especially waiting for our first child together. It was an uphill task. We had great uphill tasks, so many, but wisdom was a character Yemisi had, which she learned from mommy. How to manage situations and be, even though she may be at the advantageous point, she always have a way of helping you see her point and her view and helping you to clarify whatever, thoughts and differences you might have. Her work was with great class, whether it was spiritual or it was in business or was in her consulting activities. Yemisi work was great. And through her work, she impacted a lot of women. Yemisi can do what Paul said. I became the Jew so that I can win a Jew to God. I became a Gentile. Yemisi was like that. She was going for an outreach with the Fulanese, with the youth, with adult, with just name it. Yemisi takes the form of such people so that she can reach them and be able to be a blessing to them.
She was involved with child evangelism ministry, and I think that's where she actually also, really developed a strong love, apart from what she experienced. She had in Solid Foundation, a strong love for ministering to children, which she carried on, to also to apply in Daystar as a worker in the children's department.
Whoa, she loved children and she loved people a lot. In terms of her work, goodness, it shows with British Council, with GEMS, all of the projects she worked with. Yemisi was just an amazing employee or consultant everyone desires to have on our team.
When people began to celebrate Yemisi after our exit, I had to also stand beside or step outside and then look in and say, is that my sister? Is that the Yemisi that I grew up with? To see that she came from, or we came from, our very largely very humble beginnings, and and she was able from there become an influential figure in our own small space, both nationally and even make impact internationally. It speaks to that drive and that can-do spirit, which I believe we got very strongly from our mom, and also from our dad.
I want to give kudos to our parents, Engineer and Elder Mrs. Agbola. This is not to downplay, I want to say, the role of fathers, but we know mothers are always around children more. So I will say the value that Yemisi, the good values that I will say she exhibited and made her life so impactful was largely, will I say, provided or inculcated by our mother.
Yemisi's battle with cancer, for me, the most memorable incident I had was when I called her on her 40th birthday to say happy birthday, Yemisi. And she then told me that she not only had discovered that she was now pregnant with a child that she had been waiting for after several years of marriage, but that she had also been found to have breast cancer.
We got a very wrong medical diagnosis at first. We were just told it was a milk lump. It was just a milk building up because she was pregnant then with our daughter. But alas, we didn't know that it was just a cancer that was building up. So if we have caught it at that stage 1, stage, it was, I know Yemisi will have still been alive, but God is wise. God is ultimate.
Breast cancer is really an easy cancer to detect through breast examination. So we can save a lot. I'm talking from experience. I don't want to talk like as if I'm proud, but my mom is sitting there and she understands who I am. and all the things I've had to sacrifice, my life changed 360. I had goals. I don't care about those goals anymore because I want to fight for my life. Cancer can change your life. It changed your dynamics. You can't take care of your children. You can't work. You can't do so much. So it's good we help other people so they don't go through this by being open about it, by letting them know they need to do it. If it means shoving it down some people's throat, we need to do it. And I'm still waiting for my mom's blessing. Once I get it, I'm going to go all out. Social media and all that. Like Auntie said, the more we keep quiet, if you're looking at what people are going to say, then one life will be on death row. So we need to be open about it and share. And I really don't take AWCA, even though they've not allowed me to work to my capacity. I want to volunteer more.
From then on, Yemisi's battle with cancer was one of courage, because it started with Yemisi deciding not to take any medical treatment in order to save the life of her child, whom we celebrate today. Ariel is 5 years old. But in that process, Yemisi's life was shortened.
Something has to go for it. They were saying, okay, do we take off the breast, the baby? I mean, there was just a lot of tough decisions to take. But Yemisi took the part of the baby that we waited for a while. And after she delivered him in the US, and we went to see the doctor, and they told us there was breast cancer. It was stage 4, man. I couldn't hold my tears. I was crying. She was crying.
Receiving the news of being diagnosed with breast cancer can be devastating, but with courage and faith, one will be able to overcome all obstacles. I am 40 and the first-time mom of an 11-week-old angel. She's somewhere now, carry over that. A gift I had waited for 7 years. I have just been diagnosed with invasive ductal carcinoma, a cancer that originates from the milk duct and spreads to surrounding breast tissues. Doing self-breast examination helped me in detecting that there was a lump in my breast. When I discovered it, I shared with my husband, who is a minister, and we prayed about it. I told my doctor. He said, "You're pregnant, don't worry. When you're pregnant, your breast tissue changes, so don't worry." The pregnancy advanced, and because of the hormonal changes, the lump became bigger too. After the birth of my angel, I began the journey as a survivor. I've started my treatment. I've gone through chemotherapy, and I'm scheduled to do some more. And I've tolerated it quite well because I was really, really scared. There are so many stories. I'm going to end with a little poem that I wrote on June 17, 2015. It was to my daughter. Shall I share the poem? Thank you. It was birth time. I had placed Adriel in the tub. I then took off my scarf to minimize the sweating on my head. The next thing, a grin, a smile, a coo, a chuckle, and more chuckles. My 11-week-old baby kept looking at my bald head, then my face, and then more chuckles. That was the first time she was going to see me like that. This was the sweetest part of that day. I ended up joining her in a laugh. I took my camera. I wanted to record the moment, but at that point, she just started staring at me. I started frowning. She's like, "You're not going to record that moment." So I'm a survivor. I am bald, but I'm beautiful. Thank you.
When her hair started falling off, oh my goodness, it wasn't funny. Then I was back home in Nigeria. She was in the US. She sent me the video, how her hair was pulling off. It was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. I couldn't contain myself. She was nursing our baby, and she was contending with the cancer journey.
But in the short time that God gave her after she had the birth of her child, not only was she able to be a mother to Ariel for that short time, but Yemisi was known for her drive for cancer, prevention of cancer, treatment of cancer, and she then set up LIFI. I keep calling it LIFI, some people call it LIFI, but that is the Life Impact Foundation International.
She handled it well. We fortunately met a group here, an organization, AWC, I think AWCAA, and we were able to create a lot of fun and activities for her. She went on horse riding, working with tools, building up things, doing a lot of makeups, getting involved with a lot of talk shows. We had hope that she was going to leave. It was a struggle. It was a struggle. Being a caregiver, having a first-hand experience of it, seeing a loved one with lots of energy, lots of life and beauty and opportunity to be the best in life, and to see her deteriorate was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking.
And I don't know whether this has ever been said, but Yemisi had dreams one day to get into politics, at the least governance or government to be not just an advisor on policy right now, but an implementer of policy. So she was probably muting politics or something, so she was setting the career path for that. And I would just have imagined if she lived to explore that, what she would have been able to do.
Yemisi lives on. Her memories lives on. Her memories live on. Her heart for people, her love for God, her honor for me, she honored me. I can't take that away from her. She respected me. I had lots of shortcomings, lots of mistakes and errors. But Yemisi honored me. How will I describe her in one word? Yemisi is an incurable optimist. She believes in people. She believes in you. I even ask many people that are listening to me. She believed in me. She believed in God.
Yemisi's middle name is a goldfish that has no hiding place.
She's someone you can never miss.
I would just describe MC as a sacrificial person. One graphic way to also understand that in our story is the dimension of the story of Adriel. Because for 7 years she had been looking for a child, and then suddenly God shows us mercy, and by the 3rd trimester a lump is discovered and it is found to be cancerous. And part of the advice, because she came to me to ask about that, was that some of the doctors said, cancer, madam, you have to save your life, you have to save your life now. Let us take this baby out and you start treatment now. So that was part of the advice she was given. And then Yemisi thought, take the baby out. I've been waiting for this baby for 7 years. No, you cannot take this baby out. I'm going to carry this baby to full term. So she took that decision knowing the implications. So it was more like Yemisi laid down her life, so that Adriel could come to be. So that is part of the evidence of how sacrificial, she was.
Yemisi is not gone forever. She's alive forever. I'm sure a lot of our professional colleagues, the NGO, church family, our immediate family, my family, will miss Yemisi. But the beauty of this is Yemisi knew that she was going to go. And she made sure she got me and our daughter in a place where we can have the strength to pick up, because I was scared I would never be restored. I didn't know how. But through God's wisdom, she made sure all her decisions were strategically to position us so that we can keep honoring her memory. Wow. I would just use this medium to thank everyone that is part of this program. The 5 year has been an event I've been planning in my heart. And I'm just using this medium to call on everyone also, please partner with her vision. Yemisi wants to see that no woman loses the battle of this cancer, especially women that are pregnant. We never really knew that it could be a great impact on women that are pregnant. So one of the things she wanted was for the NGO to keep, to be open, and thank God, by God's grace, for the past 4 or 5 years, we've tried to make it work skeletally, not as we would love it, but I want to thank the team that has been helping. Adiola, who has been with the team, Dolakbo, and Dami, my Dami, thank you very much. And I want every one of us to support this great team and so many other teams that will be part of this. The Legacy Fund, it's my desire to raise 20 million naira, I almost said dollars, so that Life Fee can fulfill the vision of Yemisi. So I'm asking every one of you to join me and to join our families and every other person, great friend of Yemisi, please join us to raise 20 million naira. We want to keep Life Fee running for the next 5 to 10 years. We want to get Life Fee to the point where it can self-fund itself. All of the visions, all of the dreams that Yemisi wrote down before she passed on, which I documented, we want it to remain alive. We want to keep the office open. We want to employ people that will be there. We want to partner with international organizations. We want the world to know more about Yemisi. And I'm beckoning on every one of you. Join us. 10,000 here, 100,000 there, $1 million naira there. For those of us that are in the diaspora, $1,000, $500, $100, $1,000, 1,000 pounds, 500 pounds, euros, whatever you can donate to this cause. It will keep Yemisi's vision alive. Yemisi is one person that cares about people. I want us to care about what she cares about even after her death. Thank you very much. And my prayer is we will not experience this in our families. It was a lot on us. It was a drain on us. I gave up on a lot of things. But the mercies of God restored us. We wouldn't want to see people go through that. We want to help people as much as best as we can, providing education, providing an opportunity for screening, referring people to multinational organizations that can support them. You wouldn't experience it. It's not an exciting phase to go through. It's not something I wish my enemy. And I pray God will keep you safe, heal you all, meet you all at the point of your need. And thank you for being part of this. God bless you.
Thank you, Life Impact Foundation International, for celebrating Yemisi at this time. I thank God for your sustainability. Yemisi's dream lives on, and I pray that you continue to be supported as we all continue to walk the talk and help in the fight against breast cancer. Thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure.